highest knowledge teaches us something very beautiful, that the real wealth does not lie in our bank accounts. The real wealth does not lie in our bank accounts, it lies in our inner state of consciousness. We are born with that wealth, and higher knowledge makes us aware that we carry that inner wealth. Once we become aware of it and we can connect with it, then creating outer health and wealth is very, very, very easy. Now, how do we open this inner account? We all know how to go to the bank and open outer accounts, and we have so many of those and we keep shifting. But how do we open this inner account? Most of the times we miss this inner account because we are so busy. We're so busy in human doings that most of our time is either spent in thinking about past events or future dreams, and we miss that present moment. In this present moment, the inner state of consciousness is waiting to speak to us. It's knocking at our doors and saying, "My child, I'm here, connect with me. I'm here to give you that wisdom, that clarity, that inner beauty, to make you very wise. Connect with me." But we are so lost in human doings and human thinking relating to past or future that we never hear the knock. So inner account is always remaining closed and outer accounts are continuously expanding. And that creates an imbalance between in and out, which is the cause of our unhappy state of mind. Restless energy, pains and miseries. Because what happens, the highest intelligence tells us that first comes inner state of being, then from there we go to inner feelings, and then from there we go to inner thinking, and then comes human doing. But what do? We are constantly doing. From morning till evening, all we are engaged in is human doing. But the highest science tells us that the highest state of being is our inner consciousness. And then the second state is inner feelings. So from inner state of being to then we go to inner state of feeling. When we feel happy, when we feel good, when we feel peaceful, when we feel we are in control, then that higher feeling, that feeling of joy gives us higher thinking. So then we move to the third state, which is higher thinking. Thinking with clarity. Slowing down the thoughts so that every thought that crosses our mind is clear, positive and strong. And then from higher state of thinking, when we move to human doing, then perfection flows through our doings. Then to achieve outer successes is very, very easy. But when we jump to human doings, without connecting to our inner state of consciousness, without having that happy feelings, without having that right thinking, we have to put so much effort to achieve so little. And then that gets very discouraging. So there is a difference between human being and human doing. We have turned into human doings. Now think about it. We all have different physical strengths. We all are of different age group. We all cannot achieve the same in the outer world because our capacity, our physical capacity is different. But when we connect to our inner being, no matter how old we are, no matter whether we are female or male, when we connect to inner being, we can achieve everything that we want to, and all of us at any stage of life. We can stay peaceful, we can be happy, we can be in balance, we can have clarity of mind, we can think positive. All these inner qualities, feelings, all of these essential emotions, we can attain to and sustain it all the times. Now when we go to human doings, when we only do and achieve and feel good about our success, what happens? We accumulate lot of stress. At the name of success, we accumulate so much pain. But what are we looking at? We're only looking at the success that we achieve from the world, but at the cost of losing health, losing peace, accumulating more stress, more strain, and that can only go on for certain time. And time comes where our body declares emergency, that it cannot go with the same speed. It cannot just keep running the way we have been running in life. So that affects our success, that affects our health adversely, and that slows us down and it adds more stress. Where in human being, when we connect with the inner state of consciousness, then what happens? Our focus is not on anything else but our own self. Our focus is only on those strong, very pure, happy feelings. Our focus is on our own positive state of mind, where we only focus on those positive thoughts that absolutely need to stay in our mind. Everything gets deleted. With those positive thoughts, positive feelings, positive thinking, and positive actions are created. So I keep energizing myself as I age. And another thing that happens when we are only doing human doings in the outer world, our relationships are affected. Because our stress is accumulating, our pains are accumulating, we're getting tired, we're not connected to the inner strength, outer physical strength is depleting every day. So when we come home, we have no time to spend with our children, with our family members. So there are more and more days come when we want to come home and just rest and not spend time with our loved ones. So our relationships stop blossoming. They are affected. No one likes to talk to us. We don't want to be in the company of others because our focus is on doing only. But when we connect with our inner state of consciousness, our relationship starts to blossom. Imagine when you come across anybody who's so happy, vibrating, healing energy, purity is pouring out of that person. You enjoy being in the presence of that human being. It is so much full of joy just to even be in the company of a person who's just connected with the happy state of being. So, relationship not only with your loved ones improve, your whole world becomes your friend. Everyone loves you. You love everyone, everyone loves you, and everyone wants to be with you. What more we can ask for? Imagine today if everyone starts to love you and you start loving everyone, what would be the life like? At the end of the day, you have no regret. You will know that you lived a beautiful life. You lived so well today. You lived it fully. And you'll have a very sound sleep. Because you carry that love in your heart. Because what you are giving is now manifesting. It's coming back to you with so much more. That's called living well. So, when we sit in meditation, when we start gaining this higher knowledge, when we start doing yogic practices, then we start to connect with our inner consciousness. And once we connect with this inner consciousness, and then we do the human doings, everything that we touch, it's a success. Then what we do is called effortless living. We do this little and we achieve this much. You know how? Because when we sit in meditation, and now what do? When we sit in meditation, now we are bringing our mind to our heart and we can hear the heartbeat of our own self. When we focus on our inner self, we can feel the blood flowing in every part of our body. We can feel the warmth in our cheeks, in our hands. Everybody drops. The only thing that we are focusing on is just me, my within self. And slowly, I just start taking that inward journey, feeling my knees, feeling my feet, feeling my lungs, observing my breath, watching my breath coming and going. All other focuses slowly drop, and now the focus is on me. My thoughts start to slow down. And when my thoughts become slow, you will notice as you go deeper in meditation, there appears to be a gap between one thought and the second thought. So thought comes, gap, another thought comes. So it's not like thought, no. Thought, gap. In that gap period, listen to me, this is very important. In that gap that we experience, our power of inner self, our inner consciousness, our spirit merges with the cosmic intelligence and it attracts the power that empowers our soul. It's called recharging your soul. Now all of a sudden you feel so much powerful bundle of energy. That's why when you come out of meditation, you feel all of a sudden somebody has just empowered you, as if somebody has just given you so much wealth. All of a sudden you feel you're so happy, you're smiling, you're peaceful. No reason, but you are celebrating life. That's what happens. So when we sit in meditation, and when we start observing our breath, then as our thoughts slow down in those gaps, when we connect with the cosmic energy, we gain instant power. And when we gain instant power and then operate out of that power with the outer world relatively is much weaker than you, and you will. So simple. So simple, but it's doable. It requires lot of effort every day, a commitment to your own self. That do I want to live the hard way? Do I want to just work and achieve very little at the cost of my health and add more stress and strain? Or I want to live wise, where I just do little, but every step that I take has so much power, it has so much positive force behind it that every step brings this much result. And I I never get stressed, I never get tired because I'm not putting that much energy. But the power inside is making every action very, very strong, very powerful, filled with wisdom. And all of a sudden, everyone starts to see us, look at us very differently. That we are here and the whole world is here. This is the kind of difference we can create in our own self. So, how do we get to that state? It's a very interesting science. The higher science teaches us, first, be aware that this inner account is lot more important than the outer accounts. So, start with connecting with the inner account, your inner state of consciousness. So, be aware, then sit in meditation and quiet your mind. Because the outer world is very noisy. We cannot continue to control the noise of outer world. The outer world's noise gets to our thoughts and it makes us very, very difficult for us to come out of that thought process. There is a traffic jam going on here. But when the goal is, the aim is to increase the inner peace so that the outer noise cannot be heard. And when we, through meditation with higher knowledge, increase our inner peace, then we are not able to listen to the outer noise. In that inner silence, inner peace, the wisdom dawns on us. Anytime you have any question, any problem that's affecting you, sit in meditation. Observe your breath and in those gaps connect with the cosmic energy and see. Put that question on the table. At the end of your meditation, you will have a beautiful answer. As if you had a wise consultant is being born inside you. That is the kind of wisdom I'm talking about. It's very, very powerful technique. This meditation, this yoga brings to our life. So sit in meditation. Then second thing, speak less. In the outer body, in our interactions with others, think what you absolutely have to say. Drop everything else. So I'm going here and I have a choice of saying everything that I want to say, or what's most important, stick with that. Speak less. Conserve your energy. We spend so little time replenishing that energy and we let it go just like that. It needs to be used as miser as we use our outer bank account monies. Be very conservative when it comes to your energy. When you lose your energy, you lose everything. So, speak less. Then start. Second step is keep meditating, then start speaking slow. Go more slower. Less energy is used, more is replenished through meditation, and again you never are out of energy, you're never tired, you're never stressed, you never lose your peace. And then the third thing is keep that humility, that humbleness in your heart, that speak soft. Make sure that every word that comes out of your mouth is only to love and bless others and not hurt anybody. Because what you give to the world is going to come back to you. So if you're going to speak less, you're going to speak soft, you're going to speak slow, and you're going to only love and bless others, guess what's coming back? All of that divine love comes back to you, but 1,000 times more. Imagine what your life will be like. It will be so beautiful, filled with so much love. So there is research that's done. Now medical science is saying that there's a science called neoplasty. I don't know if you've heard of this or not. According to this new science, neoplasty, what their findings are, they've done research on brain. Now medical science is doing that. They've done a research on this brain, and what their findings are that this body is not a structure This mind is not a structure. It's a process. Constantly it's changing. And with this higher knowledge and power of meditation, power of yoga, we can rewire our brain. We can rewire our nervous system. And by doing that, we can rise above the winnings and losings of this outer world. We can rise above the reactive modes of stresses and strains that come across in our daily lives. By connecting to this inner consciousness, we can have a zest in our life. We can start appreciating life so much, where we start celebrating life every moment. By connecting to this higher consciousness, we can rise above pains, stresses, miseries of life, and we can start living well, we can start living wisely and beautifully every moment of every day. So with these words of wisdom, we'll start our yoga session. Let's go ahead and stand up.